Greetings, and welcome to the Nerdverse. I am Edward Stinson III, and here is my faithful companion co-host woman person.
Hi, my name is Maoro Zana. I am his faithful co-host companion woman person.
And together we are your co-hosts for WRPBI TV's The Nerdverse. Forgive me, please. I'm so sorry.
He always does this to me. We're charming. WRPBITV.com's The Nerdverse.
The Nerdverse. We are here today to talk to you about everything that is nerdy and or geeky. Some of the topics we're going to talk about have to do with, well, the creative aspect of the world itself. What are the first few topics we're going to be talking about?
For example, Edward, we're going to be focusing on a lot of pop culture, like social aspects of the geek world, immersion into the geek world, for example. So things such as cosplay conventions, anime conventions in general, Renaissance fairs.
I'm down for that one. Some of the other things we're going to be talking about are also the media aspects of the geek and nerd culture. Video games, movies, TV shows, and anime. A lot of people have heard about many of the different aspects of each of those, but we're going to go into detail and in-depth conversation about each and every single one of them throughout the rest of the show.
We're not just going to talk about mainstream pop culture things, though. We're going to go into every aspect of nerdiness and geekdom that there is. Of course, we're going to be focusing on things like literature. Of course, we're going to be talking about comic books, manga, mythology, and writing itself.
Mythology. That's one of the things I'm definitely going to love talking about. Mythology. You know, it really helps the foundations of everything that is geeky and creative and nerdy. You know, if you really go back to any of the olden cultures, they didn't have TV, they didn't have video games, they didn't have all that. So it was their stories that helped them create these things.
I guess you could say they were the first fandoms.
Ooh! This is why we love her. This is why we love her.
Thank you. This is why I love me. So, of course, getting back on topic, we're going to be talking about all these things, and we're, of course, going to be having many guests who are going to be related to each topic that each episode is themed on. Of
course. This was going to really, let us not only just be us always talking, it's going to help see different aspects and different views of all these different things. If we bring in a new cosplay makeup artist versus someone who actually cosplays, they both will have very different views on, their experiences at conventions. A cosplay artist might not always be dressed up, but when she goes to a cosplay convention, maybe she sees something and she's like, ooh, oh, that's nasty. Well, if you're just a cosplayer, you're just going to have fun. So you always want to take into account the different personalities, different responses that everyone has to this culture.
Geek professionalism and geek hobbyists are definitely going to be a compare and contrasting theme in our future episodes.
Absolutely.
I guess before we go any further, though, I always talk about the Nerdverse. We haven't really properly introduced ourselves.
Fair enough. Right. Now, we've devised a fantastic, intricate, delicate, and powerful, and totally foolproof way to decide who goes first when we do this. We're going to play the most intricate, intense, and epic game of rock, paper, scissors.
We are going to let the gods decide. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
What are you doing?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I don't like you. Stop it. No more. Jesus almighty. Okay, so you go first. You can cut it if you want.
I win and I go first.
Yes, you can. You go first.
Okay. Admittedly, I was trying to psych you out because I knew what you would pick.
Yeah, I know you jerk. So
I'm in his mind. First of all, I'm psychic. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Hey, I'm learning with you guys here. I'm learning with you, okay?
Anyway, like I said, my name is Maor. I don't know why my parents picked it, but they did. I am half Honduran, half Moroccan. I am born and raised in Miami, Florida. My interests include cosplay, anime, conventions, more recently makeup.
Fair enough.
What else are we going to be talking about? Of course, TV shows. I love TV and film and movies.
Okay. Fair enough. What really got you into anime? What really made you like it?
What got me into anime and just the world of geekdom in general? I would say us watching Adult Swim shows like Inuyasha and Fullmetal Alchemist when I was younger. And that's really when I started to become more of like an introverted geek. I went online
Yes.
and I found forums like Neopets and Gaia Online where I made other friends who also had similar interests, and they introduced me to more geeky pop culture things like different animes and of course different role play games and video games.
Oh, fair enough.
Like this led me into Kingdom Hearts, which led me into Final Fantasy, and it was just a domino effect after that.
Kingdom Hearts. So beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
I just got the 1.5 remix. Oh my god. And
Bossman's telling us to get back on topic. Right.
Bossman, we're sorry. Pardon me. Yes.
All right, getting back on topic.
Yes,
So
yes.
this is what kind of led me to really make the certain friends that I made in school. And this is how I met one of my best friends in middle school who took me to a cosplay convention where I later found out this is where people dress as anime characters or just characters in general.
Yeah.
And they just go and they have a good time in costume. And I went to one back in 2007 and I never looked back. I loved it. And here I am today. Anime also kind of became an outlet in which I started to really... it became a stress reliever because I started to doodle, and that's how I started to learn how to draw and get more involved in art.
I didn't know you liked drawing. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I actually ended up going to an art magnet high school because I practiced so much. I practiced all the time.
That's awesome. I did not know that, guys.
That's how I became involved with the South Florida art community, which is another topic that I'm really passionate about putting on the show. Like we've got, South Florida has a really big art community, but no one ever really seems to put any focus on it.
Absolutely.
Even though Art Basel is here, which maybe we'll get to cover, who knows. Stay tuned to see.
For that. I am pretty interested in that because I love drawing also, so we'll see.
Fort Lauderdale has plenty of galleries. Tate's has a little art gallery place on top of it where they have geeky art themed shows all the time. And then of course we've got Wynwood and all the Art Deco buildings. We've got a huge art community that no one seems to talk about, so we are going to talk about it.
We are here for you.
And then after that, so then that's how I got into art and cosplay and eventually acting because my love of cosplay did lead me to start looking at comic book characters and characters that I didn't know before because I didn't really have access to comics as a kid. And that's how I saw people cosplaying comic characters, and that's what got me into comics. And that led to me becoming fans of all the shows on TV, like the CW's new The Flash and the Arrow, and then of course
Flash is good.
and then
Flash is
Gotham on Fox.
Girl.
And then, of course, Constantine is out now.
Oh, Constantine. I've heard about that. I do want to see that. I haven't seen it yet. I gotta catch up on
I
it.
hear it's pretty good.
Nice. I'm gonna get on that one. Definitely. I want to see that.
And then, Marvel's just killing it with every movie. Every movie is a box office hit.
I'm just waiting for the Age of Ultron. That's gonna come out, and I'm going to see it. Like if there's like a war somewhere, I'm letting you know. I'm gonna find a way to make that war stop and see this movie, and then it can continue on. I don't care. But I'm seeing this movie first. Okay.
I thought you were going to say I'd be a part of the war for Age of Ultron. So much Marvel.
That would be fine, actually. That would be fine. I wouldn't mind that. As long as I get to see this movie. I don't care what happens.
We're going to be talking about relevant things like this and the new Ant-Man trailer, which actually was ant-sized.
Oh my god, I remember that a lot.
We're going to have to wait for the human-sized trailer later on. But things like that are things we're going to be covering. And, of course, I'm just me. I go to school. I live in Miami. I do Nerdverse with Edward, and I collaborated with him, myself, and the ever elusive Bossman. Bossman, the entity, helped us create this show. We are happy to take you with us on this journey throughout the Nerdverse, my companions, my beautiful companions.
Beautiful people. America.
And I think, that's about it. Would you like to grace us with your story, Edward?
Me?
I need some tissues, actually.
Oh my gosh.
It's a beautiful story.
It's okay. I mean, it's not all that.
Please begin.
Story. Yes, ma'am. So, I am Edward James Stinson III. My father is Edward James Stinson Jr., if you did not know. Anywho. My mother is Michelle Lawrence. She was born in Jamaica, and my father was born in Central Florida. We don't want to say the name of it because he doesn't let me say the name of it. It's a weird thing. I don't worry about that. But anyways, the point is...
Is it Loxahatchee by any chance?
No, it's not Loxahatchee. Okay. There's some place all up in there that no one really knows about. It's a small town, but it's adorable. I love the place. It's cute and really helpful. Oh, sorry.
Oh, Bossman's telling us to get back on topic.
Sorry.
Before Bossman smites us from the heavens.
I'm sorry. Okay. As I was saying. So, being a mix of them, I was born here in Florida, actually in Boca. Both of my parents were huge geeks. Both of them played Dungeons & Dragons for like decades of their lives.
That is so lucky. My parents don't get it at all.
Yeah, I can't even lie. Like I'm so grateful for it.
It's
I'm so
genetic.
happy. Yeah, it's genetic. I didn't have a choice.
It comes
Like,
from a family of geeks.
yeah, like my mom just got an Alienware computer actually, and she plays Dragon Age on it, and it runs like it runs like it's an old game. That's how far ahead the Alienware is. Like Dragon Age is running so smoothly. You're just like, this is better than real life.
Would you say that it runs like the geekdom runs in your family?
Absolutely.
As we get back on topic.
Not even a question. Not even a question. It really does.
As we get back on topic.
But yes, my story. I'm sorry. So, as I was saying, geek is really, it's in my blood. I don't have a choice on this one. Both of them love comic books. Both of them collected crap loads of comic books. Both of them loved everything fantasy and sci-fi when it came to movies. My mom liked anime. My father liked, well, he was in love with He-Man, frankly, and G.I. Joe. So he liked more all the American, cartoons and all that good stuff. So I had a pretty deep background in everything that is just adorable, awesome, and creative, and geeky and nerdy. I don't have a choice in that case.
You grew up surrounded by ideal buff men who were just really powerful.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Is that how you grew to be so big and powerful?
Mm-hmm. And broccoli.
Folks, I found the secret to giantism.
Hey man, I'm telling you, you gotta watch some G.I. Joe.
Gigantism?
Gigantism or giantism. It could be both, really.
It could. So anyway.
We'll have those moments alive, sorry. Anyways, but yes, this is my background in how I got involved in this whole thing. Now, as I grew up in this world that is, well, the Nerdverse, I myself have actually joined the Renaissance Fair a couple of years back. It's been 3 years now as King's Captain of the Guard.
Oh my, that is impressive.
Well, thank you. But this has allowed me not only to, increase my skills at loving to meet new people, but it also helped me, really immerse myself in the geek culture, exactly like she was saying earlier. This really gave me the experience to love and be absolutely comfortable with any and everyone who shares, similar interests. Color of skin doesn't matter. It's all about, hey guys, what do you love doing? Cool, I love doing it too. Let's be awesome together and do it. Not only that, my parents actually own a publishing company called Visual Adjectives. We publish not a crap load, like 800 books. We're not those huge publishing companies. We're more of an independent publishing company, where people who just like to be writers, people who just want to get their idea out there, but not be screwed over and lose their idea to some huge company that's going to steal it and say, "Ooh, we're sorry. Here's like $1. Okay, go home." No. We hated that. So instead, we really are here to help out the independent people with that.
So your family is as noble as the Renaissance folk that they portray.
We try.
Beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Oh, wipe that tear away. Oh. But thank you. Mm-hmm. Besides that, it also helped me really, get involved in wanting to get ideas created and constructed and out there. I've actually created a board game called Cathedral Fantasy Role Playing Chess. Played on a chessboard, but it combines the strategy of a game like Dungeons and Dragons. So once again, huge geekness thrown into creating my own board game. Actually, it's definitely imbued within me. I can't help it. I love Dungeons and Dragons. I love chess. I love strategy. I love games. So hey, it happens.
We're definitely going to be having episodes on games and strategy games
absolutely,
such as that,
absolutely.
and how to create your own and get it out there. Isn't that right, Edward?
Absolutely. Laughter. So, after... You get me every time. What is this? So, besides that, definitely those are a majority of what has really built me into the person I am. Visual Adjectives is a publishing company. Both my parents loving everything having to do with being a geek. Loving all the movies, loving all the manga, anime, loving all the video games, all of it. I love it all. If it helps you be more creative and love what you're doing and love just being you, I don't see a problem with it. But hey, that's just me. And maybe more.
No, I completely agree. I agree with that, and I agree with if you like something and it's what you want to do or what you want to be, go for it.
Absolutely.
If that's your dream, fight for it.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the kind of positive messages that are sponsored by WRPBITV.com.
On Nerdverse.
On the Nerdverse.
The Nerdverse.
The Nerdverse.
The Nerdverse.
One episode is just going to be us saying the Nerdverse
It
for
probably
25
will be.
minutes.
Absolutely.
It's going to be very riveting.
Riveting indeed. Sorry, Boss Man. We're sorry.
Boss Man, please. Forgive us.
I'm sorry. We will pray later. I'm sorry. But But besides that, on the show, we will have a lot of, reviews for not only just, oh, what's this new video game coming out? Oh, what's this new movie coming out? No. When we go to reviews, it's going to be really reviewing everything that we can in our culture.
Geekdom, yeah.
Exactly. Everything Moore was talking about earlier.
All sorts of current topics.
Current topics as well.
Everything you guys would like to hear about on our Facebook page.
Absolutely.
You can let us know right on our wall. Send us a message. We'll be more than happy to talk about it and even reference your name.
I like that one. We'll reference your name. We don't mind that. Well, there's no reason not to.
If you don't mind, we don't mind. If you mind, make a Facebook account where your name is Kachunga Kachinga, and then of course.
Please do that. Please. Seriously, please. I would love to reference that. That's going to be the first one.
Kachunga Kachinga. I play a harmonica.
That's what I'm saying. If I see that name, it's going to take precedence over everyone else on Facebook. I'm letting you. Oh, sorry, boss. I'm sorry.
Back on topic. Anyway, so just feel free to let us know anything you'd like to see, and we'll be more than happy to talk about it. We want to talk about all the current geek and nerdy news. We want to cover as much as possible. And of course, we want to share our Nerdverse with you guys, our faithful and beautiful companions.
Beautiful.
Just be sure to log on to WRPBITV.com every time a new show is up, and we'll be more than happy to take you with us on the Nerdverse.
Absolutely. Now, after we have our very, 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 very first commercial break of the Nerdverse,
sponsored by Bossman and WRPBITV.com.
.com indeed. We are going to not only review a few current things, we're also going to, review a few a bit older things so that you can really get a feel of who we are, how we like to review things, and how we, our opinions are shaped around things.
Just a taste of what we're going to be doing on
Exactly.
the show.
So, after the break, we're going to come back, and I, Edward, and this awesome, beautiful, epic, faithful companion woman person, co-host, Maor, will be here to help you understand who we are and what WRPBITV.com. See, I can't talk that fast. She's so much better than me at this. I've had
a lot of practice.
Ooh. So, we are going to talk to you when you come back.
And maybe even get better at singing.
Yes, get better at singing, preferably.
Thanks for watching.
See you soon.
Welcome back from that commercial break. I'm Maor, and this is my lovely co-host, Edward, and we are the hosts of the Nerdverse. So like we mentioned earlier, we're going to be reviewing a lot of pop culture geeky things, like movies, of course. So we figured today we'd give you a little taste of what it's going to be like with us here on the Nerdverse. Edward and I, and Bossman, of course, have decided to talk to you about the Marvel Movieverse and each of their beautiful phases that just get better every time they come.
They really do. I can't even deny it. I've only been falling more and more in love with these movies.
Consecutive blockbuster hits. It's like somebody sold their soul for these movies to
Absolutely. Be good. I don't know who it is, but I mean, take mine too, because I love these movies.
Now,
I'm sorry.
Which god from the Marvel verse do you think they sold their soul to?
Ooh, that's a rough one. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure that one out.
My vote's gonna go for Loki.
But can I be him?
Can you be him?
Yeah, can I be him?
Okay, if Loki could appear here right now and smack you, he would. No, you can't be Loki. No. Especially not if you bought the rights to all these people's souls.
But I just want his adorable slick back hair. Look how flawless his hair is.
Just grow your hair out and use a lot of gel.
Fair enough.
Bossman saying get back on topic.
Sorry. Back on topic.
Anyway, so the Marvel Movieverse. It began with Phase 1, which included, the Incredible Hulk.
Of course.
Iron Man, the Iron Man.
Yeah, the whole.
How many are there now? 17? I'm kidding.
14 over 8.
There's 3.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just kidding. 14 over 8.
Yes, 14 over 8.
That's how many movies.
Calculations.
Robert Downey Jr. is incredible.
He can be whatever he wants, frankly. I'm just saying.
And then that went on to the Thor movies.
Fair enough.
Thor, Loki.
I was happy with the Thor movie. I can't even lie.
It was very Shakespearean, which I think, because they had a different director in the second one, it lacked.
No, it was. Yes, it was.
I liked the way both of them were done, though.
Mm-hmm. The second one, it was. There were reasons that I was like, okay, seriously, they need some more heroes to stop this threat right now. This is a serious problem, guys. I understand that Thor is awesome. I love Thor.
Thor's movie.
Yeah, I'm not going to take away that Thor needs to be here, but the threat that this actually poses to what's going on in the world, I felt like a bit more reinforcement should have been on Thor's side.
If it were the comics, they would have called in some...
Oh yeah, they would have had everyone in there. Yeah.
If it were the comics, Jane would have probably eaten some radioactive like fruit and become Super Thor.
Super Thor, yeah.
I'd kill everyone.
I could see that happening.
The comics are so outrageous, and that's what I expect from them. But movies, I guess, are limited within their own universe and what a studio can actually produce.
Exactly.
They couldn't bring other people on. It's just not fair.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Captain America made a little cameo, but besides that, it's not really fair. Like, oh, Thor 2 involved.
I'm sorry. That I love Loki. I love Loki.
I love Loki too.
He's just a beautiful guy. It just happens. That's what happens.
And he made the movie.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry. But besides the whole
after
thing.
Thor came out, Captain America came out, and that started the whole, America franchise.
America.
And then the Avengers.
Yeah, to top it all off for the Phase 1, they brought out the Avengers movie, which, like...
It's like...
Mind
It was
blown,
like I'm going to make Marvel character gumbo. Just throw everything in there.
It was so great. And the entire
it blew
movie...
everyone's mind.
Yeah, the entire movie was just everything you wanted the movie to be.
My friends and I literally cosplayed to the theater. That's how much I was willing to be a geek for this movie.
You're good. You were so good.
Well, kind of. I just kind of put a bunch of red, white, and blue on my face, and I was like, I'm Captain America. And then my friend went full out with Loki horns, and I'm just there with like face paint. Like I have some sort of American rash. I'm too American.
American rash.
I'm too American right now. But yeah, so the Avengers blew everybody's mind. And then the Amazing Spider-Man, which is unfortunately owned by a different company.
Yes. We'll save that conversation for
another time.
A bit later. But the point is.
Then that led into Phase 2, which of course went like Iron Man 3 started Phase 2.
Yes, I forgot. Yeah, Iron Man 2 was before, actually. Yeah, it was before.
And then Thor 2, Captain America, the Winter Soldier.
Which I must say was fantastic.
Do you want some feelings?
Do you want all the feels?
Would you like feelings with that feeling?
Take more feels,
Would you want
please.
more feelings? Here, have some more feelings and some really
I gotta sprinkle the extra feels
eyeshadow.
on top.
I'm gonna do my eyeshadow right now.
Get the tears and all the feels, man. But
and then
the fight scenes were so gorgeous. Like, they were
in the
really
street,
good, and
they
fighting. Oh my god!
Because it's one thing to do it in a studio where everything is just CGI, but it's another thing to do it on like a city set.
Mm-hmm. No,
because
it is. It's different.
Like they're jumping off trains or buses or whatever they're jumping off of, and they're like, "No, I'm fine. My legs aren't broken. I'm a super soldier." So the choreography for the fight scenes were great, and that's something you can always Marvel just keeps getting better. I don't know who they're hiring. Really they're hiring real life superheroes for this to choreograph these fights because they just get more realistic, and the CGI is also. I feel like 10 years from now we're gonna look back and be like, it was so cheesy. Yeah. Like we do now with like the old the 2003 Hulk. It's like so bad.
Well, we don't talk about that. Moving on. We don't talk about that. It's a that which shall not be named. That's one of those.
It's the Voldemort of Marvel.
Yeah, we don't.
The movie is Voldemortifying.
It is. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm the punny one. Well, we're in the middle of Phase 2. Boss Man will kill us.
Sorry, Boss Man.
We're being held against our will to perform for you.
Yes. I'm sorry. Entertainment.
So we're actually in the middle of Phase 2 right now. So what do we have left in Phase 2? We've got The Amazing Spider-Man 2 came out, Guardians of the Galaxy. We're almost finished with Phase 2. Absolutely. I believe next we have Ant-Man.
Ooh, which was the ant-sized trailer.
The ant-sized trailer. Great. Be sure to look that up if
Please
you're an ant and you like movies.
Yeah, if you're into that
It'll take you forever to type, but I mean...
Oh my god.
It'll be worth it.
This is why we love her. Okay.
This is why I love me. And then, I think all that's left right now is Avengers Age of Ultron.
Yeah. Which, I'm sorry, it's going to be, it's going to be great. Once again, because how amazing the CGI is, how fantastic we know the choreography is.
The makeup artists have been sent from Thor onto us, make them look beautiful. And then he just smacks his hammer on your face and you're gorgeous.
And makeup just appears, and makeup just miraculously.
That's why my hair is fabulous, I just smack it.
Go to work.
We actually can't say anymore. WRPB-ITV is legally contracted to not let out Marvel's secrets.
Yes, indeed.
We're legally binded. We can't say anymore.
So we actually have to stop right there. We are sorry about that. But moving on.
Moving on. This is all just making. It's just building this beautiful hill of like climax up until phase 3 where everything is gonna go down, and I think it's rumored that we're gonna reach the Civil War.
Oh yeah, the Civil War. Like it's gonna happen because everything is suggesting that it's going to happen. Not only when it happens is going to be great, but frankly, it was one of the greatest comic book arcs.
And most successful.
Most
It
successful.
was really highly grossing up there.
Exactly. You know, it was. Sorry, Marvel, but the same way Injustice had heroes versus heroes. That's one of the cooler things that geeks and nerds love to see with their characters. We love to see
together.
exactly. We love to see our favorite heroes fight our other favorite heroes because we're like, wait a second. We've seen them fight villains all the time. Villains are supposed to lose. They're supposed to fail in their awesome, huge scheme.
Which is why it hurts us when you make us like them.
Exactly. So, when this movie comes around, it's going to be heroes versus heroes. You're going to have to pick a side. You don't have a choice. You're going to love both characters. You're going to see Iron Man versus Captain America. Well, I mean, frankly, if you don't see that, then they messed up in the movie. But besides that, you're going to see them fight.
They've already started to set it up because they've got their bickering dynamic.
Exactly. They had the bickering already. Like, it was done in the first Avengers. We already saw that it was going to go down. They have such contrasting
It can go one
opinions.
of two ways. It can go the way of the fangirl, or it can go the way of the comics where they end up becoming mortal rivals, but somehow still best friends.
I don't know how, but it happens.
There is an alternate universe in the comics where Tony is born as a woman and they get married. They are married. Did you know this?
I swear to you, I never knew that.
It's just one of the random comics. Don't worry about it. Movieverse, though. Back to the movieverse.
I'm Googling the crap out of that later. I will see that, and next time we come back, I'm most likely going to talk about
Unfortunately, Edward, I am going to have to cut you a little short in the middle of our really riveting discussion. So if you're into it, you've got to let us know that you're interested in this show. Show us some support. WRPBITV.com is our beautiful sponsor. Thank you so much. And of course, Boss Man is the Boss Man. Boss
Man indeed.
So if you would like to please the ever elusive, ambiguous Boss Man, be sure to check back with us next time we're on.
Fair enough. It was awesome being able to talk to all of you guys. We're happy to have this show. Yeah, we're happy to have the show. We're happy to meet new people. As we continue the show, we're going to keep finding new things to talk about. We're going to keep finding out about new events not only in person, such as conventions and whatnot, but also new releases, such as new movie releases.
Anything you're willing to be interested in and willing to watch us talk about. So we will see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching.
Yep. Bye. See you later.